love you. How you doing? How are you doing?
It's not hurting, but I can start.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for stopping by. I guess it's about time to jump on here. We got 21 people across all platforms waiting, and that's okay. We have a small community. I don't mind at all, man. I just like doing this for you guys. And actually, kind of the purpose for tonight was the
images, and this is his most recent entry.
Is the Where Winds Meet release. So we're gonna play some of that, but I want to take a look at some of the just small updates from 3i Atlas because we went over most of them yesterday.
So the pen.
Here we go.
We need to talk about 3i Atlas. We really need to talk. I've got some information that you should not ignore. I want to tell you the facts first, and then I'm going to show you some of my favorite pictures of this bad boy. Now, guys, for clear evidence of this, we're going to go back to Avi Loeb's blog. I know some of you guys don't like Avi Loeb.
He's like the
and that's
only
okay.
fucking
But I'm
guy.
going to
The
tell you
Israeli
what, he is
physicist
the one
Avi
guy
Loeb has
who is
been the-
keeping the most complete
Why?
public record of what's
I don't
happening.
get this. Why
with
is
3i
there one
Atlas.
guy?
So here
If
we
there's a
are at his
fucking
blog
alien
again.
shit
Check out what he
coming,
said.
it seems
He says,
like every
images, and this is his
physicist on
most
the
recent
face of the
entry. He
earth
says,
would be on
images
top
taken
of this
3i
shit.
Atlas on November the 11th, 2025 show a single body with no evidence of breakup following the perihelion passage 2 weeks earlier. The images reported here were taken by David Jewett and Jane Liu on the Nordic Optical Telescope. They are at it is at La Palma in the Canary Islands. 3i Atlas did not break up going around the sun. A lot of people thought it would. They said, no, it's just a comet. A comet is made of ice and snow and rocks and maybe interstellar trash. Okay, those would have been destroyed to some degree or other. That did not occur here. This thing is still solid, it's still in one piece, it is still intact, and it's doing defiant things. So, 3i Atlas is pointing a jet, boom. It has a tail, a jet pointing toward the sun, not away from it, as a normal comet
It has
would,
a tail,
but
an
pointing
anti-tail.
directly at it. The jet is pointing toward the sun. North is the top, east is to the left, and the image region is a...
So what's important about that, we went over this yesterday. 3i Atlas has what is called a sun-facing anti-tail. Sun-facing anti-tail is an optical illusion, supposedly an optical illusion caused by the Earth's position relative to a comet's dust particles. However, they have recorded this anti-tail from numerous different telescopes. Not only that, but they've recorded the tail switching, I believe it's 3 times. It's very odd. Everything about this comet is anomalous.
I'm gonna go through like it told me.
Oh, okay.
Somebody earlier was driving through Jonesville and pulled a gun out in front of the police department up here. That was at noon this morning.
It's getting wild. I told you, man. It's getting a little bit.
Then we're up to Dollar General and grab action.
Okay, I love you.
I love you.
Be careful. Is she going with you?
Huh?
Is she going with you?
No.
Okay.
But he'll be back in a few minutes about the van.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, you want me to go?
No.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
All right. I love you.
I love you.
Oh. All right. All right. So, anyway, this sun-facing anti-tail has been recorded by multiple different telescopes, and on numerous occasions as well. So let's see. Let's finish with this fella here.
kilometers wide. This thing is still ejecting material, but it's still solid. It's still in one piece. How is it holding together? That's not an easy answer. This is that image again, and look, this is 3i Atlas, and this is the jet of material that is being ejected at the sun. The sun is over here. 3i Atlas is spitting this at the sun. Look at it. What is that? This again, this is the object itself. This is 3i Atlas, and this is the, on this side is the sun, and I guess that's a little bit of the jet going that way. You know, there are rules that govern everything, right? Rules that tell you what a thing is, what a thing is not, what a thing does, what a thing doesn't do. 3i Atlas keeps breaking all those rules. And if it's doing that, then we really don't know what it is. What is it going to do between now and December the 19th? That's something we don't know either. It'll be its closest to Earth on December the 19th. What do you think about all this? Let me know in the comments. We need to talk about 3i Atlas.
So the Pentagon actually confirmed for once.
I'm sorry.
The video of the pyramid-shaped UFOs caught off the Navy vessel. So you're going to see, I'm going to show you the video on here. But it's basically, it's in the night vision. And they released it, and it was all over, and I was kind of like, okay, you know, we have a lot of videos, we do, because there was footage from a year ago, and then 2 years ago also, from a Navy vessel, and that just kind of got buried. But the Pentagon has consistently been going on and on about there's no evidence whatsoever of any of this stuff. We see nothing. There's nothing going on. Everybody shush. So I don't show very many videos, UAP videos. They're all over the place. There have been some really good ones coming up lately, so I am going to put those up because they're pretty intriguing. But this one I found, and I just feel like this is a step in the right direction.
Well, show the damn thing, lady.
Confirmed that this is a
Did they never
video
fucking... Look, see how he goes... Show the chat.
Okay, what I'm going to share with you guys is what we know to be real and true. And when I tell you this, I urge you to not restrict your thinking to technology. We've been collecting UAP data for more than 5 years with electromechanical signaling. We call this our dog whistle. What the technology is classified. Generally speaking, we see 3 to 5 different classifications of UAP per day during operations. To make sense of our data, we had to develop a lexicon, and we base it off of flight characteristics. Again, there are 9 different flights or classes, and some of these UAPs may be the same type of UAP under different flight configurations. But at this point, given their behavior, we are confident that they do not align with your typical extraterrestrial explanation. Again, each UAP has different characteristics. Some tumble, some spin, some flicker, some just look like a living being flying in the sky. UAPs are extremely hard to image. What is seen with the naked eye generally is not what is seen under camera, and we do not know why. Class 1 is the tetra. It usually spins, it tumbles, it looks like a black body. Sometimes it flickers multiple times per second. It appears to have a cloud or vapor around it. We've seen class 1's informations up to 20 to 23 in a flock.
That's something that has been, I don't want to say confirmed, but that a lot of these crafts use clouds to cloak themselves. And I want to turn to a verse in the Bible, I believe, and it is out of Revelations, I believe so. Here it is. All right, let's see. Yes, all right. Then I saw another mighty angel coming down from heaven. He was robed in a cloud with a rainbow above his head. His face was like the sun. His legs were like fiery pillars. And so right there we have a reference to the angels hiding themselves in the clouds. Let's see. What is it called? Let's see. Yeah, I mean, and this is something that's been seen a lot lately. I know a lot of theories. I've heard a lot of theories that there is a battle going on above us right now, and that's where a lot of these storms are coming from, that when these ships enter our atmosphere, they cause this huge disturbance, and that's where these storms that we've never seen anything like before coming from. Now, this is just a theory that I've heard, but with that theory, I would like to turn to, let's see, the Nuremberg. Yep, 1561, Sky Battle of Nuremberg. So let's just take a read of this right here for you guys who aren't familiar with this incident. In April 1561, broadsheet by Hans Glacier described a mass sighting of celestial phenomena or unidentified flying objects above Nuremberg, then a free imperial city of the Holy Roman Empire. UFOlogists have speculated that these phenomena may have been extraterrestrial spacecraft. Skeptics assert that the phenomenon was likely to have been another atmospheric phenomenon such as a sundog. Although the print does not fit the usual classic description of the phenomenon. A broadsheet news article printed in April 1561 describes a mass sighting of a celestial phenomenon. So, let's see, let's go down here. The broadsheet text. The text of the broadsheet has been translated by Elis von Jacobi as follows. In the morning of April 14, 1561, at daybreak between 4 and 5 a.m., a dreadful apparition occurred on the sun. And then this was seen in Nuremberg, in the city, before the gates and in the country, by many men and women. At first there appeared in the middle of the sun 2 blood-red semicircular arcs, just like the moon in its last quarter. And in the sun, above and below, on both sides, the color was blood. there stood a round ball of partly dull, partly black ferrous color. Likewise there stood on both sides, and as a torus about the sun, such blood-red ones, and other balls in large number, about 3 in a line and 4 in a square, also some alone. In between these globes there were visible a few blood-red crosses, between which were 3, also 4 and more globes. These all started to fight amongst themselves, so that the globes which were first in the sun flew out to the ones standing on both sides. Thereafter, the globes standing outside the sun and the small and large rods flew into the sun. Besides, the globes flew back and forth among themselves and fought vehemently with each other for over an hour. And when the conflict in and again out of the sun was most intense, they became fatigued to such an extent that they all, as said above, fell from the sun down upon the earth, as if they all burned, and then they wasted away on the earth with immense smoke. After all of this, there was something like a black spear, very long and thick-sided. The shaft pointed to the east, the point pointed west. Whatever such signs mean, God alone knows. Now, this is curious, because let's go back 1561. Let's see. 464. Now that's odd, because that's close to 500, which is a reference to an age. I don't know if an age is 500, but this has to do, and I'll do some. This is going to seem like bullshit right now, but I will do some research on this so I can come back to you guys with this. Now, in I believe it's the book of Esther, in Mordecai's dream, is the battle between the red and the white dragon. Now, like I said, I'm going to try to put this together in my head. This symbology of the battle between the white and the red dragon has to do with the battle between God and Satan for the control of this realm. And this happened in 500 years period. And this also would align with the theory that we are now in Satan's little season. This is a theory that I've beginning to hear a lot of people talk about. There's also a lot of evidence that points to this, that the thousand-year millennial reign of Christ has already happened, and that right now we are in what's called Satan's little season. Now, the reason that I was looking at the number of years since this Battle of Nuremberg compared to what's going on right now is that supposedly Satan's little season is coming to an end, and so I'm wondering if the things that we're seeing now are similar to what they were seeing in Nuremberg with this last battle for the control of this realm, possibly. But like I said, I'm going to do some research. I'm going to do some research on that so I don't sound like just a bunch of mush. So I'm going to do some research on that. The book of Esther, Mordecai's dream. You guys can do the research too. You know, like I said, the battle between the red and white dragon, Mordecai's dream, and the book of Esther, I believe. But I'm going to be taking a look at that. Let's watch a couple. Let's finish this one out. Watch a couple more, and then we'll get started with Where Winds Meet. I want to thank all you guys for stopping by. We've got 54 viewers across all platforms right now. We got a small community. So, and if you guys have a keyboard, please say hey in chat. I would like to make sure that my chat is showing up correctly on the overlay here. So if anybody can find it in themselves to say hello, then please do. And also, if you're not subscribed or if you're not a follower, please go ahead and do that. I'd like to grow the community a little bit. I'm going to start trying to work a little bit every day, depending on my health. I went to the doctor today. When I started making content, I said that I was going to keep my health out of it, but I've had such a problem with the American healthcare system that I do believe I'm going to start telling you guys about all the bullshit that I have to go through. But yeah, let's finish this one out.
Or formation. Classification 2 is known as a tic-tac, but I feel like I should go through classifications 2 through 9 in another video, so there will be a part.
Mate, okay, most of Belgium's airspace has been closed down due to, let's call it what it is, UFO activity. They're saying drones, but this is UFO. They have no idea what these things are. They're now appearing around nuclear test sites and nuclear power stations. And also, this drone incursion has been happening ever since New Jersey. Norway just had a load, and now loads are happening in Belgium, and they're also appearing in the UK right now. So there's UFOs currently at Klein-Brogel Air Base with US nukes present, which is very worrying. Anti-drone technology isn't working to bring these drones down or UFOs down, so nothing is working, and they're just flying around doing their own thing, right? And there's more appearing around Dole nuclear power plant, right? So there's even more. And when it comes to UFO activity and drone activity, they're always around areas of nuclear power plants or nuclear test sites. Lots of energy and things present there, they make themselves known. It kind of sounds like soft contact. Check this out.
To a developing story from Belgium. More drones have been detected in Belgian airspace, the latest in a series of sightings over the past few days. 3 drones were spotted above Belgium's Dole nuclear power plant on Sunday evening.
European NATO allies have logged 14 sightings of unidentified drones in just 2 months. The latest incident occurred above Belgium's Klein-Brogel Air Base, reportedly home to U.S. tactical nukes. The unmanned drone reportedly hovered over a Belgian tactical fighter aircraft base for 2 nights from November 1st through November 3rd. The incident is reminiscent of the drone sightings over U.S. bases like Langley Air Force Base last year. Belgium's Defense Minister Theo Franken confirmed multiple drones were spotted over the NATO-linked base last weekend. Quote, a drone jammer was used, but without success. A helicopter and police vehicles pursued the drone, but lost it after several kilometers. Similar drone incursions have been reported over U.S. bases, including Camp Pendleton in Southern California last December, and repeated sightings in New Jersey last year.
So Brussels and Liège International Airport has had drone incursions, UFOs, bruv, right? Let's just be real here, because they're not.
And then, you know, everybody remember New Jersey? That just went away. And I hope everybody understands this is definitely leading up to something. I don't know what. I've had 2 NDEs. In 2004, I slit my wrist. I attempted suicide. I died for a few minutes. I had an NDE. I didn't believe that's what it was at the time, but then I had surgery. I had major back surgery in June of 2022. And this isn't going to be a war between left and right or the U.S. and Russia. This is going to be a war between light and dark. And I hope everybody is picking their side. But this shit is crazy. I'm going to keep you guys updated best I can. Thanks for joining me here on the Justang Show. All right, there's my cool thumbnail. Now let's see. Oh, what the hell? Well, it seems as if we're not ready yet. Now, I want to try this out. Let's go watch this. Let's go check out. Let's go take a look at something here and see what we're in for. All right, let's see. 3 hours ago. Who are we giving credit to? The hidden one. Oh, it's huge. 146,000. Let's check out what he's got to say about it here.
Is a game that I've been eyeing for a while now. When I found out it was a free-to-play open-world video game set in ancient China, it felt like a no-brainer. The best way I can describe this game is like if Black Myth Wukong had a baby with Assassin's Creed, and Assassin's Creed had a baby with Genshin Impact. And as someone that loves all 3 of those games, it was a no-brainer. After spending a ton of time with the game, which I haven't even finished by the way, I realized it's doing something completely different. So in this video, I'll be breaking down my honest thoughts after spending a ton of time with Where Winds Meet. Huge thanks to the team behind the game for sponsoring this video. I was planning to cover it regardless, so finding out they wanted to collaborate just made it the perfect timing. Now do know all opinions in this video are purely my own. I was not paid to say anything specific. So with all that out of the way, let's jump right into it. Let's start with the story so you know what you're getting yourself into. Now, there won't be any spoilers so you're safe here. Where Winds Meet frames its story like a wandering hero tale in 10th century China during the whole 5 dynasties and 10 kingdoms. Now, as for the main character, you basically play as a young swordsmaster with a burned hometown and missing parents. I'll be honest, it's a very interesting concept for a story because it dives into so much deep cultural stuff that I really wasn't familiar with. So the likes of warlords and the code of the martial world. It's quite ambitious. Culturally, the game leans into something known as a wuxia experience, which, if you aren't aware, wuxia is basically a genre of Chinese fiction. And in Where Winds Meet, the game basically blends traditional Chinese martial arts with fantasy, featuring, you know, all sorts of crazy superhuman abilities, that whole philosophical depth with the narrative, and, you know, it's just a very aesthetically pleasing type of genre. One of the most fun aspects when you first play Where Winds Meet is your character, and what's cool is that this game has a character creator element, so you are not just playing as a predetermined character. You can choose between male and female, and I mean, just by how many options there are in this character customization, they went quite deep with it, because even past all of this, your main character is fully voice acted and has actual cutscenes with animated facial expressions and so on. So the good thing is, you're not really playing a soulless puppet, if you know what I mean, and kudos to the developers for that. You can change literally anything, so, you know, eyebrows, jaw structure, chin length, nose bridge, stuff like that, and it's very detailed. You can even customize your appearance later in game with a ton of outfits, hats and so on, but those are just visual cosmetics and don't affect gameplay whatsoever. Now, I played a lot of this game, and I kid you not, it feels like I've barely scratched the surface, but so far it's quite enjoyable. For example, a lot of the side characters you'll meet in the main story instantly, and I'm not just saying this for the sake of it, but you will instantly connect with them in an emotional way. Their designs are quite detailed too, and if I recall, I remember reading that this game has so many unique characters. There's even full voice acting in English, which surprised me because this is a Chinese game, and since it comes with a full English voiceover, I expected it to be a bit
Here we go.
bad,
Sorry guys, I
it
gotta
sounded
tend to my
super
little boy
quality
here
with
for a
great voice
minute.
actors. I will say though, my one criticism with the aspect is lip sync, since it is originally in Chinese, so it's hard to, you know, connect with the movement of their mouth to the voice. But I feel like that's common in translated games. Apart from side characters, you'll also encounter, you know, some great villains, some great combat too, which I'll get into later. But as for combat real quick, it has this Souls-like style of combat, and I like it. But you can change the difficulty if you find it too hard, and have it play more like a traditional, you know, action RPG type of game. But yeah, let's move on from the story and characters because I don't want to end up spoiling anything. But just know, so far, it's been pretty good. Now here's where the game shines, and that is in its open world. Now, when I think of an open world that allows you to be free and do wherever you want and go anywhere you want, I think of the likes of Skyrim. I think of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, you know, No Man's Sky for example. And Where Winds Meet is one of those open worlds because I kid you not, it is so insanely detailed to the point where I would often walk through towns or forests with immersive mode turned on, which is basically a mode that gets rid of the UI. You know, I kind of got Assassin's Creed Odyssey vibes a bit with how vibrant everything is. For a very ambitious open world like this, I honestly expected loading screens, but nope. This game has no loading screens upon entering towns or cities, and I mean, look at this view of the city right there. You can go there whenever you want, and again, there are no loading screens or restrictions, which is baffling for this scope of world. This game essentially has two main areas on the map, and both feel super unique to each other. There's a main city in one side of the map, and a more open land and mountainous region in the other. There's literally thousands of points of interest. There's over 20 regions in the game, and even all the caves and dungeons are handcrafted and very well detailed. And then when it comes to the traversal side of things, this is where it gets interesting because you know how a typical open world game just has a
What
horse?
is it?
Well,
Come here.
this game decides that you can literally fly around, and in multiple different ways too. For example, this one on screen is named Meteor Sky Dash, and it's as the name suggests. You're just dashing through the sky without any lag or hiccups happening. It's all seamless, which is quite surprising to be fair. But going back to this city I was talking about, you know, a crazy thing about this city is that every single building in this entire city can be entered. There's no fake doors or closed off entrances blocking you from entering. You can literally enter any of the buildings. And these buildings in the city are faithfully recreated from actual real ancient Chinese architecture. You know, I often imagine that a city this size is not possible in a video game, but here it is. This is genuinely the size of Gutenberg from Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, but double in size, if not more, and I find that to be very impressive. Surprisingly, my FPS wasn't dropping much in the city, but that could be because I have a super high-end PC, but it did feel smooth. In the open world I was getting around 90 to 100 FPS, but when I was in this massive city, it would drop to about 70, but that's still super impressive. I also want to touch on the NPCs in this game. They all have unique routines, and they are not static models just there for vibes. You can walk into them and it affects their routine. There's even a whole realism system. Now what I mean by that is there's crime. So for example, you can bump into these NPCs until they get agitated and start fighting back, or perhaps even run away. You can swing at them and they defend themselves, and hey, you can even GTA your way by stealing horses from people, which is kind of amusing. They get pissed off and start fighting back too. You can even steal items from NPCs using a certain perk that you will unlock by discovering a side quest. It goes quite in depth. Oh, and that reminds me, the realism system applies to you as well. So for example, if you take fall damage or get hit, you can injure yourself. And this isn't a case of, you know, the game auto-healing you. No, you literally have injuries, meaning you need to go get those injuries checked out by a doctor. Otherwise,
I just sketched an idea this morning and I now have a fully animated voiced over video. It's only 2 p.m.
you'd be playing the game with a sprained ankle and whatnot. That's the type of realism this game has when it comes to NPCs and day-to-day life. The weather system is pretty good too. It's not one of those weather systems where nothing happens until you let's say sleep or change the time of day. You can see the actual weather change. So it could rain, then it'll be misty, then foggy, then it would clear up and be sunny. It's a full cycle of realistic weather. And again, it all affects the NPC's routines. Now, the last thing I want to touch on regarding the open world is the way you can grow as a character. So, as you explore the world, you will constantly find new ways to grow stronger. You can learn martial arts techniques by observing the world around you, studying how animals move, or analyzing how your enemies fight. Every single encounter basically becomes a chance to pick up new skills and refine your combat style. For example, in this scenario on screen, I wanted to unlock a new weapon, and to do so, I had to study this character's movement to have the weapon and press the right prompts at the correct time. And then boom, I unlocked a brand new weapon. Each unlockable weapon has something interesting tied to it, so you are not just unlocking new weapons for the sake of it. Apart from the beautiful open world itself and the realism with NPCs and whatnot, the game thrives on content, and a free game like this needs to be updated on a regular basis, and with that comes a shed load of content. This could be, of course, the main story, side quests, random encounters, world bosses, mini games, there's so many more, you name it. As somebody who's played Genshin Impact since launch, I could immediately tell that this game takes some inspiration from it, and that familiarity made it easy for me to settle in and enjoy what this game offers. Let's start with side quests. There's a ton of them, and they range in all shapes and sizes. Some are part of multi-volume side stories, each with its own plot, rewards, puzzles, or even boss fights. You'll also meet some great characters along the way. One quest had me fighting a bear where I literally had to throw the bear into rocks to win. Another told me a kind of tragic tale about a lunar goddess. There's a lot of creativity here. You even have world bosses roaming the map. For example, I stumbled upon this big guy who it turns out was a world boss, and he was too high of a level for me. And the thing is, these bosses don't really feel like generic enemies. They have such unique animations and even second phases to them. There's plenty as well. Again, going back earlier, it's a Souls-like combat, so the bosses must be designed well, otherwise it will falter on that aspect. The arenas these bosses are in are super unique too, and I think I've maybe encountered around 10 bosses, which isn't that much, and I know that there are plenty more out there. There's even a system where you can replay boss fights for better rewards or even summon allies for help. You'll also come across mini games while exploring. For example, you'll stumble upon a cat. That triggers mini challenges like chasing objects or solving puzzles. They're short and fun, and the rewards make them worth doing. Sometimes NPCs will challenge you to duels, and one even made me use my bow against sheep to win. There's a card game that you can sink a lot of time into, and there is so much more that I have barely scratched the surface of talking about it in this video. Even the random encounters are well done. At one point, I caught a pickpocket and had to follow him before turning him into the constable for a reward. I didn't find that quest in a journal, it just happened naturally while I was exploring, which makes this world feel more alive. There's co-op and online too, so you're not just playing with yourself. But I've always been a solo player with these types of games, so I didn't really touch the online side of things. But based on the very limited time that I did, it was pretty good. And it reminds me, Since this is a free game, you may be thinking, well, how could they possibly make money to keep the servers up and running? And that's where microtransactions come in. Now, usually, I am very negative towards microtransactions, but there is only 2 instances where microtransactions fits in a video game, and one of them is a free-to-play game such as this. What I like about the approach that this game takes to microtransactions is that it is not pay to win whatsoever. In fact, the only paid content that this game offers is cosmetics and a battle pass. They say it themselves. They strictly adhere to a non-pay principle. And I respect that because they could have very easily locked literal content and progression behind a paywall. And they didn't. In fact, what's even more impressive is that they have said all future game content, such as DLC, will be released completely free for everybody. I really respect that. They could have gone the typical AAA route, or rather Ubisoft route, where they would charge $70 for a full game, and then in that game they would sell overpriced cosmetic packs to gullible victims that affect the gameplay. But they didn't.
Dangly, I wonder if he is connected to this.
Now, I want to talk about the gameplay, because this is a Russia-inspired game, and that also means its gameplay is a massive focal point. For example, the combat. This is one of the most in-depth combat systems I've seen in a while. It's again built around that Russia fantasy, where every single fight you take literally feels like a scene from a martial arts movie. The combat is super fluid and fast, and once you get the hang of it, you will find out how satisfying it is to chain moves together. Now, the system plays like an action RPG with clear Souls-like influence. You've got light and heavy attacks.
This is gonna be.
But the most important thing is timing. Some attacks can be deflected, others are signaled in gold, meaning you dodge or basically die. I think if you're a player that spams buttons, you will struggle, as this game is most definitely not built for spamming attacks. It's more like you need to read your opponent and then attack when the correct.
And I haven't played Ghost of Tsushima or Assassin's Creed.
You can equip 2 weapons at once and swap mid-combo, which opens up a lot of creative ways to fight.
I'm missing out on my samurai shizzle.
Dual blades, which is probably my favorite weapon. Then you can switch to a long spear
for
those more heavy reach attacks. And this all can happen in the same combo. Even with a bow, you can pull out a bow mid-combo too. There's some incredible combat-focused YouTubers out there that I know will love this.
Tell you what, guys, we got 75 people in here across platforms. Let's go take a look.
Now, what's cool is that there are so many weapon types. In fact,
Gamerverse here.
So you got a sword, a dual sword, a spear, a glaive,
and
a fan,
let's see,
an umbrella,
I wonder if I've done my daily trivia. No, I haven't. Let's see, what does FPS stand for in gaming?
The game also has something called mystical arts. And these mystical arts are supernatural abilities
frames per second. Oh, both beings, I didn't see that. I jumped on the dam. I didn't even read all the way through.
Literally slow down time. There's one that allows you to teleport across the battlefield. There's one that allows you to freeze water to walk over.
Magnetic lights.
Oh, yeah. To grab and toss
you want the ones out of the living room?
These don't just apply to combat, because you can literally use them while exploring the world. For example, remember earlier in the video when I talked about how you can steal items? That's part of it. There's also a stealth system, which I like because, as you may or may not know, I'm a big Assassin's Creed fan, and any game that has a stealth system, I'm instantly hooked. And this one feels quite smooth, so you can basically go full assassin mode, such as hiding in tall grass, assassinating from behind, and you can even chain these super cool stealth combos. Of course you can, if you want, just go full combat mode and start cutting through everybody. But that's the beauty of freedom in this game. You can play however you want. All of it together makes the gameplay feel quite deep, and not really just another hack and slash. But to me, it feels like a system that rewards creativity. So after spending this much time in Rare Winds Meet, I can safely say it's one of the most ambitious free-to-play RPGs I've seen in a while. What surprised me the most is just how much content you get for something that doesn't cost a dime. The world feels massive
these are just quick little like BS right here. I'm gonna do custom. I'm gonna draw each of these. So and then I'm gonna do chains. You got emotes here. You got the hats, and then I'm gonna do necklaces. You know, like chains too. Custom. I'm gonna custom draw those. On custom draw some
you can tell the developers really cared about creating something that represents Chinese history and culture while still making it accessible to a global audience. Visually, the game looks stunning. The
trying to just get some people to come make accounts, man, so we can test out this Gamerverse, the first ever social media platform just for gaming,
here and there, which I do think will
and connects to your Steam.
For example, the lip sync during English dialogue is not perfect whatsoever, and sometimes the user
let's see our profile now. On the profile, what I have included, I have your
I would recommend them to add certain elements to the settings that we can toggle on or off during immersive
games,
mode.
and
so yeah, with regular updates,
I'm working on
this
where it'll
could
show
very
you
easily grow
recent
into one of
achievements
the
too.
most interesting open world
And
RPGs
also,
to come out of
if
China
you
in
notice
years.
this button
Once
right
again,
here,
special thanks to
you
the
can
team
now
behind
use
Weary's Beat for
Gamerverse
sponsoring
to
this video.
stream.
And if you enjoy this
We
video, be
also
sure to
have
hit that
verified
subscribe
accounts.
button.
There's a
And I will
little
see you in the next
verified
one.
G right there. So you can stream on Gamerverse now, but we've got to get some people to the app.
Doesn't sound good, but Washington was the most dangerous place
It's going to be big,
in this
man.
country, and now, you know
We
what?
just
It's
need
probably the safest
people
place in our
to
country. Everyone's
make
starting to
accounts
come here.
and try it out
The
so that we
restaurants
can
now you can't get
continue
in.
to
Many of
work
them
on
closed
it
because they couldn't,
and
they
do
couldn't
better.
open with crime. Everybody before me is happy what I'm doing. Most of you won't say that because you're radical left. The newspapers are so dishonest. The press is totally dishonest.
Are we even
That's all right.
close?
We've gotten used to it.
41%. This is like the slowest. I might.
it's impossible to imagine.
Dude, we might play
that
something
when you
else
get
in the meantime.
97%
Honestly, we might play some Black
negative
Ops 7 in the
stories, purposely
meantime.
negative stories,
What do you guys
even though
think?
you've
For
done
God's sake, does anybody have a
97%
fucking
positive
keyboard?
things, that you could win an election in a landslide.
Okay, whatever. Well, let's go ahead since you guys want to see Outer Worlds 2 or. All right. Hello. Oh, that's, I've noticed those up there. Okay, hell yeah. Alright guys, give me just a second. I'll come back and pop a couple of rounds off in these bleh. works out. Alright.
Alright, that new game smells wearing off.
Alright. Oh, I gotta. Let's see. Hold on, buddy. Okay. What is it? Whoa. Okay. Well, Daddy's streaming, buddy. You come sit in here with me if you want to. All right. Oh, okay. Daddy's not gonna get back up right now, buddy. All right. Bam. Bam. There you go. That'll be better. That'll cool off quick too. Oh yeah. Alrighty. Now. Alright, now. Now, I don't know about giving, like, squad... What? What? God damn it!
Ready to waste them.
Coming right up.
Oh yeah, actually I forgot. I need to take that and put that right there. Bam. Gotta get right up on him with this bitch. Alright. Don't come over here with me. Get over the damn barrel!
Commander, watch your vitals!
Target relocated.
Alright, buddy, let's see if you can handle this! There's a ring. Who else is alive, you sons of living bitches? Oh, let me slow time down. Where the hell is my damn... Oh, is he dead or not?
This unit is in need of assistance.
How are you still up?
Ain't that the damn truth? Jesus, Louises. Ah! Flank him! What the hell? Ah! Well, the hell was that bullshit? Cristo mate. Okay, you know what? Yeah. Oh, for the love of God. Oh, I gotta get out of here. Stop fucking shooting at me. You're real bastards. So am I out of ammo for this? I am.
Take care of him, Commander.
Oh yeah.
Insides are leaking outside, Commander.
Ah, made a mistake. Yeah. Alright. I really screwed the pooch on that one. Alright. Oh, bitch, you scared me. Okay. Nope, wrong one. There we go.
Hunkering down.
Damn it, fucking.
Time to settle it.
Bitch! I am barely alive, and I mean barely. Why are you... Punch your bitch ass. Alright. Come on, man. I can't get hit once. Ah! You son of a bitch. Alright. We're gonna need a different approach. And uno momento por favor.
Came over me. Just so touchy today. Any little thing, I swear. And
Give the order, and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Fortifying it.
Alright. Are we anywhere close to...
Look at this Play-Doh. It's got like snowflakes on the side. It's shiny too. You
What
just
is
can't see
it?
It's Play-Doh. It dries.
Is it?
Look at it. It's
Yeah.
sparkly.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, you'll have to get a lot, like, if you want to see it sparkly.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could see it. Alright, let's see. Are we... Oh my god, dude. I don't know if we're gonna be... I don't know why this is so slow unless it's, like I said, they're unpacking the Chinese virus to destroy the American infrastructure. More than likely. What's Asmongold got to say right here? I don't know.
So you think you know Wix, but do you really? First up,
Phil Boxer takes issue with calling fentanyl poison.
Try to poison our people, we will blow you out of existence.
They're not
What?
Like, I know the trick. He's really trying.
Oh, no. No.
Like, I know the trick. He's really trying to make it sound like you poison our people. It's like, yeah, when it's framed as if it's poison, when it's framed as poison, it's like, oh, okay. You know,
what else could it be, bro?
Like,
Let's go look at Kensington. Let's go look at Kensington Avenue. Let's say, see if you would call us dope anything but poison. Huh? Oh, I don't know. Why is he acting guilty? Uh-oh. Maybe he just, uh-oh. I mean, this is rough, dude. So, what else would you call it besides poison? I mean, y'all realize this is everywhere. This is in every major city, bro. This is fucking bad. I lived in Jacksonville, Florida. I mean, this has been years ago, man. It wasn't like this, but it was getting bad. Damn, bro. Oh, Lord. I mean, dude, these people are already dead, you know, like, who the fuck? I mean, dude, you don't want to go on when you like that. And believe me, I'm speaking from experience, bro. I've fucking been there. Alright. Are we ever gonna get done with our damn 50%? Well, let's... I've already screwed the pooch on this one. Kill me! Alright.
This deserves renewed attention. This is it, isn't it?
Oh, it's that motherfucker. Ah! Whatever, no, we're gonna start over. I didn't pause it, so I got jacked up at the first. Alright.
Ready to take the heat off.
Why do I do these things? Jesus. Okay, well, if I need it. Yeah, buddy. Okay, I didn't. Alright.
Unfriendly in combat range.
Is concerned for the computer's well-being. Seek treatment for bodily trauma soon.
Reason for dismissal? Failure to get along.
Stand up, bitch. Motherfucker! Oh, bitch. No, what the fuck? I'm gonna get back up. I'm gonna get back up, you little bitch. Damn it, man. Alright, this time, let's go ahead. Skills. Okay.
Hostiles near.
Give the order and I'll take care of it, Commander.
You're stifling my one workplace injury coming right up.
Hey. Okay. There we go. I should have done him in, huh? There you go. Oh, woo wee. Wee woo wee woo. Fuck it then. Hail Mary!
Remember that green and black thing they got on you?
Yeah.
Mommy actually needed that.
That's the pieces of the game.
I didn't know that.
That's the
Oh, I didn't know what that was.
Tomorrow, if you don't, if their mommy don't care, y'all can play that slow game.
Where's it coming from? Oh my god. Oh my god. Here we go.
Looking a few courts low, Commander.
Oh, word?
Emergency protocol
Well, we might get through this damn time, you know. Oh no, don't do this to me, mother.
This unit patiently awaits repair.
Oh, you fine, you fine. I got 84 people. Walk. Oh, come on. Look here. That's fine.
Hunkering down.
Well, oh, okay. I'm fine with that. I want to do, well, you know, I want to get it somewhere where I can have I'll be streaming and stuff, you know, so we'll just set up. It was $5. We paid $5.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say we paid. All right, yeah. Hold on, guys. Let me get a. I'm gonna do something real quick here. I'm going to what I'm doing. Let's say stream labels or whatever. Oh, there we go. All right, yo, let me see. Type that again. Wait, oh my God, I didn't mean to do all that. I needed to. Jesus. Oh Lord, boy, I about messed up. All right, now, duplicate. All right. Now we can Alright, now we can do this. Alright, logo. Alright, and we're gonna wanna do bam. Alright, there we go. That was my goal. Alright, that was my goal for this. So we have just a webcam one because I want to show you guys our new setup here. We got yeah, here we go. Here's the new desk. Yeah, there'll be the new desk for the streaming setup here. I think we're gonna move it in here. Hey kid. Hey baby Pat. Do what? Oh, you got your house? Oh, okay. Right on, man. It's looking good. Looking cool, man. Already. Is this a new game you just started? Wow, dude. Alright. Man, dude, you're killing. Yeah. I know, buddy. You beat it. I mean, man, I told you that's kind of a hard question for me, buddy. It really is. Alrighty. Well, you know what, guys? We're actually going to have to take a break because I've got to charge the phone and maybe see if we can get Where Winds Meet to finish downloading. And I will be back later with Where Winds Meet. And so you guys, please give us a follow or subscribe so that you can be notified when we go online. And you can